Next up on the Hooks In MMA podcast, we have a special episode here. We actually have two fighters who are going to compete against each other on May 15th for B2 Fighting Series. It's for the vacant flyweight title bout, and I believe it's the co-main event. We have Nate Teddy Bear Williams on the right and James, the Suplex Kid Clarke, on the left. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Not too bad. Just actually, I thought we were the main event. Nate, are we co-main or are we main?
Bro, I don't even know, man.
Yeah.
I guess it really doesn't matter, right?
I guess we'll have to trust. We'll have to trust our new friend here that we're only the co-main, but I think we're going to be the best fight of the night, so it should be the main.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, either way, main event, co-main event doesn't really matter, man. It's the fight, right?
That's it, man. That's it.
And we're looking forward to that. So May 15th, we'll just talk to you, Teddy, first. You know, my buddy on our podcast here chatted with you individually, you know, a few weeks back, and had a great talk with you. Quickly, just talk about your career, where you live, and you know, what got you to this point. I mean, you have over 50 professional fights, so you know, you're a veteran of the sport, but I'm sure you're pretty hungry to get in there on the 15th and continue your win streak.
Oh, yeah, I'm here from Des Moines, Iowa, here in the U.S. From Waterloo, but moved up to Des Moines where I live now, 2004, lived here ever since, coach up here, wrestling up here. Fighting for, man, 13 years. A lot of wrestling. A lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of grinding.
Yeah, and James, yourself, I know you. So Nate was on a 2-fight win streak, looking to make it 3. You're on a 3-fight win streak, but you're saying you know, it actually should be longer than that, which is you know, an explanation you're going to give us here quick.
Yeah, that's it, man. Hey, I my last fight was actually 4 fights in 2 days. So if you look on Tapology, it'll come up as amateur fights, but we were all pros. There was the odd amateur, but it was trying out for one championship, and I don't know if Nate's done much of his homework on one championship, but they got quite a lot of little guys that are talented just like us. So as much as I would love to compete in the UFC, and that was my initial goal, I've switched gears to one championship, and UFC would be a close number 2. But anyway, I went down to Singapore and I tried out for one championship. Also, I just wanted to quickly elaborate on, I got obviously I signed the contract there last week, Nate, and I know you don't cut any weight for your fights or anything, and I've just never seen a contract like that. The promoters seem to be really worried if I was going to make weight. Something about like every round it goes on, I was going to have to give up another 10% or something. But anyway, you don't have to worry about that. I never miss weight.
Whoa, hold on. I have never even heard that. Bro. I did not. I have no problem with you making weight or missing weight, or because you're a professional. You've been doing it for a while. So I don't know where that came from about the missing weight, the 10%. I don't know.
Right.
So you might want to talk to them about that. That's not me. I don't give a fuck. If a person makes weight, they make weight. If they don't, they don't. Because at the end of the day, I can worry about it myself.
Hey, I respect that, man. I just had to get it out there because I never seen a contract like that. These promoters, they seem adamant that I'd be on weight or it was gonna cost me. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that. But when I competed in Singapore, actually, I had to make 25. I had to make 125 4 days in a row. I had to make it 2 days before the tournament even started. And then I had to make it the day of the tournament because they're trying to take the weight cutting out in one championship, which I don't care. I mean, hey, if we sign the contract and we all know the rules, then it doesn't really matter. I personally like it's kind of like the fight before the fight, hopping in the sauna, but at the same sense, I could care less. I competed pretty well at 25 walking around. So I cut a little bit more weight nowadays, but Anyway, I fought my last fight, like I said, I fought 4 times in 2 days. I fought Ukraine, then I fought Nicaragua, then I fought Australia, and then I did lose my last fight in the finals to Kazakhstan, 8-2 wrestler, good wrestler. Anyway, I'm not a poor sport. I'm not someone to say I got ripped off. I'm not gonna Sean O'Malley it and say shoulda, coulda, didn't. I did lose, close fight, split decision. But the ref came up to me afterwards and said that I should have won. It was also live scoring, and it was 1-1, and I had him in a body triangle for the whole last round. So the one ref just didn't think I was doing enough to finish the fight. Maybe he thought I was coasting, but anyway, what I'm getting at is it should be an 8-fight win streak, and I'm looking to go 9, but we could call it 3-fight win streak. It doesn't really matter to me. Numbers are numbers. I respect Nate. He's got 51 fights. I've always said the goal is 50 fights for me, 50 pro fights. I have a lot of amateur fights on there that are on Tapology. If you want to get technical, I got 27 MMA and 6 Muay Thai myself. So I'm up there too. It might only say I'm a 4-3, and if you do your statistics on Tapology, it doesn't make me look as good as I am. So I'm gonna bring the fight, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I'm sure Nate. It looked like he was agreeing with you as well with regards to one championship. A lot of the smaller weight classes, they do got something special going on over there. And I know James, you fought in BFL and TKO and BTC, and I know Nate, you fought in LFA and Bellator and King of the Cage. Do you kind of feel the same thing about one championship being kind of a special, unique spot potentially for one of you or both of you in the future?
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of small guys. Like Bellator don't have 25ers. PFL don't have 25, and it's hard to tell to get in the UFC. I mean, one FC is probably the next best place. I mean, I believe 25 is the most exciting weight class. I mean, it's fast paced, go, 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 go. Yeah, you're not gonna get the knockouts, but you're not gonna get that lay and brave shit.
Yeah, for sure. It makes a lot of sense. It's, it was out of the UFC. It was on its way out, 125, right? And then, Davison Figueiredo, obviously Demetrius Mighty Mouse, he left to 1, but, some of these guys revitalized that division in the UFC, and it's actually really, really good. It's as good as it's ever been, in my opinion, depth wise. So 125 is here to stay. And you guys are, in your near future is hopefully going to be in those big shows because of it being here to stay and your exciting fighters. So yeah, just quickly, Nate, who do you model your fighting style? If you had to pick somebody, a legend in the sport, or what that type of style, who do you model? And then James, I'll ask you the same question right after.
Honestly, I like a bunch of styles. So I mean, this person might have something I like. This person might have something I like. This person, this person, this person. So I take anything from any fighter. I don't care. It could be on the amateur level. I might see an amateur fighter. Oh shit, that's dope. I want to try that. So it's not that I have a favorite fighter or my styles around a favorite fighter. I've been doing it for so long. I just try to emulate my own style.
Fair enough. And James, yourself?
I respect that too. Hey, there's nobody that's gonna get in there and do it for us. So our style is our style. I do emulate certain people. Obviously, if Nate's seen any of my fights, I do like to take it to the ground right away and stuff. I haven't seen too many people that could stop my wrestling to the point where I couldn't make it a bit of a dirty fight on the ground. But Khabib's how I go. I would go Khabib. I like that Dagestani handcuffs. I'm gonna tie Nate's legs up, and that's what I'm going for anyway, right? GSP would be my favorite fighter though. I try to play a fine line between cocky and confident. I'm not much of a McGregor fan. I believe that you have to be confident in this sport. if you're half in and you're half out, you're already out, you know. So GSP is definitely my favorite fighter, which is hard for me to say now because my head coach Justin Bruckman actually lost his UCC title to George St. Pierre back in the day. He's got a win over David Loiseau and some other good guys as well. But you know, it's pretty hard that you know, my head coach did fight GSP, and that's still my favorite fighter, right?
You just got to hope he doesn't listen to this. That's all.
Hey, no, I've told him this. He knows what's up actually. So hey.
So based on what James said there, Nate, have you watched any clips on James at all?
Oh yeah, a little bit. I do a little bit of studying. I don't do too much because the fight's a fight. I mean, you're getting in there and fight. So, like I said, a little bit. I know he's a wrestler, good wrestler. Like he said, he's gonna take it to the ground. So I mean, that's what I'm ready for. That's why I lie. That's what I love. I love the ground. Doing it for a year. So I mean,
yeah. James, you see any of well, obviously he's got a lot of fights. You watch any of his clips at all?
Yeah, definitely. He's got a few good wins over some good guys. You know, and Nate's fought a couple 0-6s and 0-7s too. Yeah, it is what it is. Fight's a fight, right? I don't think he's one of those guys that pads his record or anything. I mean, if you got 51 fights, you're gonna fight some killers no matter what, and he's beat some killers. So I respect Nate, and like he said, you know, it's good to know, it's good to watch it, you know, good to know what you're in for. But at the same sense, guys that overwatch it and stuff, that just gets in their head, and it's not good for the camp. You know, you gotta worry about what he's gonna do what I do to him, you know. So I like to be aware, but at the same sense, yeah, there's a fine line.
Yeah. Nate, what do you expect to happen on May 15th?
the fucking war.
Respect.
James?
Fuck yeah.
James?
Yeah.
In agreement?
I'm prepared for war, man. Hey, if you want to go on paper, Nate may just be my toughest fight at 25. You know, I got a 35 fight in there too. You know, it is what it is. 25 is my weight class.
35 and 45 too before there too, bud. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. So
it's up to 25ers. It's up to 25.
Yeah, I'm prepared for war. Exactly, right. Another thing I wanted to touch on actually about that one championship is how it works. Actually, what's kind of drawn my eye towards that is because I can walk around at 125, like I've already proven 4 days in a row and stuff, and I can diet down to that. One championship also has a strawweight division, and obviously anywhere else you go, there's no strawweight division. I follow their strawweight division pretty good as well. Actually, I think Demetrius Johnson should actually be a strawweight because you only have to make 125 hydrated, like I did for the 4 days basically. But they do like a hydration test. So Demetrius Johnson, when he fought Adriano Moraes there last week and got knocked the fuck out, which was hard for me because he's my favorite flyweight fighter, I guess, in the starlight. But I think he should be fighting. He was giving up quite a bit of a size advantage. I think he's a true 25er. So basically, he made 135 hydrated, and that's flyweight for one championship. Strawweight would be make 125.
You mean 125, right? Or
no. So if you make 125 hydrated, meaning you don't
see.
cut a bunch of water weight, that's straw weight. But Demetrius Johnson only had to make 135 hydrated. He didn't have to make 125 like UFC days, you know?
Yeah, that makes
that's
sense.
why he looks so much smaller than the other guy. I was like, why does he look so much smaller? Now it makes sense. Okay.
He did look a lot smaller. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, like you know, it's UFC as much as that was always the dream for a long time, and don't get me wrong, I just want to make enough money in this sport to survive and say this is my full-time job. I don't think you're a true professional, but I feel anyway like I'm not a true professional fighter unless I can survive off my purse. And if and when I beat Nate, I get $800 for this fight, which will be actually it'll be my lowest payday in pro. I don't fight for the money. I run a roofing company, and that's kind of where I get my bread. But at the same sense, I truly don't believe I'm a professional fighter until I can make enough that I can feed my family.
You agree with that, Nate? Or
I mean, I've been fighting for 13 years. I consider myself professional. I don't just live off of this. Even when I didn't have a full-time job, I still didn't live off of fighting. But of course, I wasn't making thousands and thousands of dollars either. So, I mean, hey, if you can make it to one FC or one of these bigger promotions, making 15, 20 grand a fight, fuck yeah, let's do it. You know what I mean? But it should be hard. It should be hard. I mean, I've been doing this for 2 years. It's gonna be hard. So hopefully, I mean, I don't wish any ill will on anybody, but always have that backup plan because you never know what's gonna happen.
yeah, so hopefully, like you guys said, it'll be a war on May 15th, and maybe this fight and this card will get out there and people will see it. Maybe you guys can sign the straw weight, water cut weight. You can run it back there in one FC. You never know. Yeah, I'm just gonna ask you one last question and then kind of finish up here. But just with regards to what we're talking about, there's also been a lot of stuff in the news concerning guys like Jake Paul, and I know James Clarke. You said you're not a McGregor guy. This is obviously a poor man's McGregor at this point. Is working his way up to building his brand. But what do you guys think about a guy like that? Coming for where he did, how he's making a lot of money off of a guy like Ben Askren or a basketball player like Nate Robinson. What do you guys think about this guy?
Well, yeah, you can go first, Nate. Sure.
I mean, he's making money. It's cool. It's whatever. But in the end, who has he fought? Granted, okay, he fought Ben Askren. Ben Askren's not known for his hands. He's a fucking wrestler. Okay, put him against, let's see, Tyrone Woodley. Knock him out. Put him against somebody at 170, 185. That's a straight fighter. MMA fighter that has a straight, like boxing or stand-up or another good boxer, he'll get blasted all day. He's just making his money off of YouTube and off of that. I mean, he's not a fighter. Like, when he says I'm a real fighter, it kind of hurts me because it's like, damn, I put 13 years in this sport and over 100 fights, amateur, professional, and for you to sit there and say you're a fucking professional is bullshit because of one guy. Oh, sorry, two guys, a basketball player that is not a boxer, and then Ben Askren. It's bullshit.
James,
I'd fight him if I could. Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, Nate. When I found out I was fighting, I joked around. I said if I knock him out, I'm gonna say I fought Nate. I'm gonna tell my kids I fought Nate Robinson. But I was just playing. I don't got any knockouts on my record anyway. I'm more of a break your arm type of guy. But hey, I'm ready for war. That's how it is.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Hey, no, but all respect, man. You're hey, I mean, no disrespect. I do look at you as a 51 fights, man. You are a pro fighter. What I mean by, just to elaborate on what I meant by that too, is like, so, like look at Ben Askren in that fight. He came in. I know he wasn't a boxer or anything, but the dude looked like a great man. He didn't look in shape. He looked like he was just there for a payday.
Like a puddle.
If you watch a Joe Rogan podcast with GSP was like, Joe Rogan was like, oh, he's training with Freddie Roach, and like Freddie Roach is like one of the best boxers in the game, like as far as coaches, right?
Yesterday.
And but he's like George was explaining to Joe. He's like Freddie tells me he was only there for 1 week. Like Freddie was like, you know, he was expecting him to like do his camp with them, and then he came in for a week, took some pictures, and dipped, right? So like,
Yeah. What are you gonna accomplish in a week?
yeah, Ben was retired going in, like he's a retired MMA fighter. I mean, look what he did in the UFC. Like, I still think he's legit. Like, I'm more of a wrestler than you know, most people. I like to take it to the ground all the time. My striking gets better every day. I'm always working on it. But you know, I'm a wrestler, like, and Ben's one of the top guys as far as in that type of fighting, right? So I respect him, but you know, there's a difference between me saying that like I want to make enough money in this game and then I'll call myself a pro fighter to fighting for a paycheck like he did, right? Like to me, like he can't go tell people he's a pro boxer now, you know. To me, anyway, like he just
Bro,
didn't
I
put
mean,
in the
he's always
work.
gonna be a pro MMA fighter.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So just personally, I'd like to see, I know DC threw out there, you know, a real like 205 or a real, obviously before any weight cutting and all that, Luke Rockhold and a real man, I guess, against Jake Paul would be a good matchup. I'd like to see something like that. Somebody that's going to stand, throw combinations.
I like
hey,
to give him a deep.
to be honest, man, to be honest, I mean no disrespect to you guys, but like I don't even want to give guys like that my time of day. I feel like
Yeah.
the more of these UFC fighters that are like calling this guy, like they're like, tell me his Instagram isn't going up. Like the guy's got a better Instagram than fucking 90, like McGregor and a couple guys got him beat type
Yeah.
deal, you know? Like he's a YouTuber that fucking he's making noise now, and like, but like I don't know if you guys paid attention to like Dana saying that he might have to like give him some legal
Some lawsuits. And
shut him up and shit. But like to me, I just think it's like, don't get me wrong, just like my chirp on McGregor, like I think there's a lot of good that McGregor brought into the sport. And don't get me wrong, the dude's got some serious fucking skills. I respect him 110% as far as what he can do. I just feel, and he did open the gate as far as you know, Khabib wouldn't be getting the same paydays if it wasn't for McGregor as well too. So like people want to see the WWE shit, and
Yeah.
UFC was getting pretty crazy there when McGregor was at the peak. It was like that's when I really started to switch gears to the one championship and like the respect and the fucking, don't get me wrong, like if Nate was got on here and he's like fuck this kid and stuff, I'll talk shit with the best of them, bro. I mean, I respect anybody that's gonna respect me, but like, hey, we're fighters, right? That's what we fucking do. So
I
at
just
the
do my
same,
friend, bro. That's how I feel about him. And you can sit here and, oh fuck you, you piece of shit, blah blah blah, back and forth. But in the end, it could be done in the case. So there's no reason to sit there and talk. You know what I mean?
no, I love that. And I brought that up to see what you guys thought about somebody like that, bringing a different, you know, aspect to the sport. I'm on the flip side. I actually respect how he's doing it outside of the ring. I don't really respect him in the ring yet until he beats somebody.
right. Yeah, no, I agree 110%.
But yeah, just to finish up.
How he has to make his money, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just to finish up, Nate, one last thing you want to say to James before you guys obviously square off before the 15th?
Man, thanks for taking the fight. I know your record says you're 4-3, but I mean, I do my research. I'm not stupid. That's why I took the fight, because you're an exciting fighter. You're an up and coming guy. And I'll be ready for the fight. I'll be ready. Stand up, ground, jiu-jitsu, Donkey Kong, whatever you want to do, I'm ready for it, brother.
James?
Hey, same shit, man. Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready for first round fucking armbar thing that I do, or hey, we're gonna have that 5-round war. But it is what it is, man. I'm in shape. I'm coming. I'm coming for that belt, man. And I'm the contender, and you're the champ. So you got what I want.
Oh no, I'm not the champ.
Yeah, it's vacant.
Oh no. Why
vacant.
they put that belt? Why'd they put that belt on you in the picture?
Because that's a different title. I
Ah,
don't know why they use that. I don't know why they use that picture. Well,
Wow.
because it's for B2 series, and I have 2 of their titles.
right,
That's
right.
why. But
Hey, well, either way, you got
different titles.
16. Either way, you got 16 titles and I got 1. So I have 1 what you got. But hey,
Again, no, those ready to fight though.
yeah, hey, respect, man. Fucking, we're gonna put it on the line, and is what it is. I fought some of my closest friends, so I mean, I can play the respect game and still get in there like a fucking savage, right? So I'm sure you can too.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
we can't wait for that, and we appreciate your time today. So for B2 Fighting Series, this is May 15th. You know, we got a title on the line. We got the vacant flyweight title on the line. We got Nate Williams. We have James Clarke. Canada versus US, if you will. I'm from Canada, so I don't know who I'm supposed to, you know, vote for here, but looking forward to this battle. I like watching these types of promotions too. I am a UFC fan, but you got PFL, Bellator 1, but then you got these other ones where guys are hungry like you guys and looking for that opportunity. So I wish you both luck in that fight, but I also wish you both luck in your career. I hope that this fight is that war and it elevates you to get signed, to get paid like you guys deserve. So thank you so much for coming on, guys. Good luck. Can't wait to watch it. And this is Hooks in MMA.
Thank you very much. Take care, Nate. See you
Take care.
soon, brother.
Take care.